Well, folks, it's that time of year again. The air is getting a little cooler, grills are starting to fire up, and you can just feel it. It's football season is around the corner. Those Friday night lights are going to open up. You're going to have Saturday morning tailgates, rivalries, and the age old question of who is the king of the gridiron. Now, this game, football coach, college dynasty, what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be taking on the great state of Ohio. Now, sure, those people from Ohio, most of them, they'll tell you down in Columbus that that's the school. You have the Ohio State University, and that is the number one school in Ohio for football. But in Akron, we're going to have something brewing here, something special, something they aren't ready for. So we don't have five-star recruits, not a trophy case as well, but we'll get there because we've got grit, we've got heart, and we're coming for that crown, and we're going to take down Ohio State to be the power of Ohio. So buckle up for this ride. We'll see how we're going to do. We're going to take on a legendary run. And remember, clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose. And with that being said, let's get this thing started. So welcome everybody to the channel. And here we go. We are going to take football coach, college dynasty, the best college football management game I have ever played. We are going to go on legendary difficulty where we are going to have one less training action for every one of our coaches in preseason. Makes it a little harder to level up our guys. We're going to have athletic directors raising the stakes on us. We're going to have coach integrity harder to maintain so we don't get that chance to win people over as recruits. Practice focus is going to be reduced. We don't auto recruit anyways. It's fine. The computer is going to have bonus actions, get higher NIL deals, and they're going to be more effective play callers. So we're going to have to be careful here, but we're going to see what we can do. We're going to use Jeff Mod FBS Universe. Highly recommend this one. If you want the actual teams that are going to be playing in 2025, 2026, this is the one to go with. And so we're going to be setting this thing up, and we're going to take on as the Akron Zips. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to follow the 12-team playoff that they're going to have this year. I believe it is 5 conference champions with 7 at large. So we're going to go with that. We are going to have the 12 and 16 will only have the on-campus playoff games. Division winners, format. Yeah, we'll do that. Realignment. We're going to do realignment every 5 years because the landscape changes all the time. 3 years, we're going to keep the same. Transfers ineligible. We are going to cap NIL at, well, you know what? No, we're going to cap it tied to prestige. So we're going to have to work our way up more. Otherwise, we get a lot of money and throw it into NIL and match the big boys. We're not going to do that. Scholarship limit's going to be at 85. Recruiting, relative interest. We're going to keep this all the same. 1 to 3 superstars per season. We are going to take away the battle rubber banding, though. So if we start far behind, we're going to stay far behind. We're going to have to earn our way up there. That may come in help us, but given we're going to be way down at the bottom of the barrel, it probably won't. We are going to also make the school attribute match $240 million. So it's going to take a lot longer. It's going to be more difficult for us to up our standards and up our campus and get it ready to go. We will have coach contracts, so we got to make sure we're maintaining support up in the AD's office. Weather impact's going to be medium. We are going to lower this to rare because otherwise it rains a whole lot in this game. We're going to keep everything else the same. There we go. So with that being said, let's jump in and see what we've got. As Akron, we're going to have our starting as a head coach. So we could get fired. And given what we started with, we're going to say that Eric Taylor is going to be coming up from Texas. And he's going to, oh goodness, what's a Texas zip code? I should have, let's see, what is that one? I think we're looking at what, like 79761? Is that Odessa, Texas? There we go. And he's going to be he could be a motivator, that's for sure, but we're going to be pure CEO. We're going to rely on our, coordinators to do everything. We're going to have a balanced play style, but we are going to be a run-first team. And our playbook for defense, we're going to play 3-4, and we're going to start as we're We're going to be aggressive. We're going to go after the quarterback. So there we go, aggressive zone. Now, we are going to look at who we have. Give us somebody who's balanced and run first. Nobody. We got to balance and pass first guy who can play call. And he can train. Can't recruit worth anything. He's 50 as well, but we're going to take him. We'll take him. He'll be leaving probably soon anyways. And on defense, we don't have any. We have a 3-4 aggressive man. He's not the best. We do have an aggressive zone who can play call and train. We're going to go with our man Garrett Cartwright, defensive motivator. And our starting school, we will go down to our level ones. There's several level ones, but I also take Akron because if you look at the school setups, they are the lowest of the level ones as far as school setups. Only 21 things going for them, but they are a campus treasure, so they get a little bit of a bonus to the facilities, which will help us out in the long run. So let's get this thing started and see if we can become the premier school in Ohio. And we're going to name this one Ohio. Okay, here we are. We are ready to go. So the goal of this playthrough, we're going on legendary difficulty. We are going to try to not just become the number one program in the state, knock off the Ohio State University. We're going to try to win the national championship as well. Now, we have 50 seasons to do so since we are in coach mode, and hopefully we don't get fired along the way. When we look at our school, we don't have a whole lot going for us. Let's see. We have a quarterback play that's abysmal. We've got some running and stuff, though, which is good. We're a run first. Our defense isn't too shabby for a 1-star, so this is good. We've got some good play callers. We've got 22 seniors. It's well balanced as far as that goes. But when we have our starters, 19 of our starters are seniors. So we're going to have a lot to replace this coming season as a 1-star program. So we'll see how things go. When we look at our school, we do have a decent stadium already and some facilities that are good. Marketing, college life, academics are not very good here. We got a diamond donor. I don't know how that works, but we're going to take it. He's going to give us more money, and a silver donor as well. So that's really good for both of us. I don't know how we started with that, but we're not going to complain. Our marketing's abysmal, but facilities is what we're going to work on because recruiting is going to be tough. So we're going to try to win people over. And then get people with potential and then grow them. So here we go. We're not going to change any positions on this first go. We're going to just jump into our off-season gains. Now, remember, if you want to see how this thing goes, if you want to help support the channel in any way, please consider clicking that subscribe button. Leave some likes. It helps this video get out there, especially since it's the first of the series. It can really help it out. And I hope you'll come back to see how this thing goes. Oh, right. When we look at our team and the offseason gains, this is actually, it's horrible, but he's a sophomore and he's a field general. He can't throw for anything. He can't run either, but he can hand the ball off. That's all we care about right now. When we look at our running backs, we have some running backs, 2 of them anyways. We've got our evasive guy here. He's got 73 strength. And another one, so we've got no strength, but an A+ freshman, elusive back, A+ potential. We will redshirt him at one point. One thing to note is we get 4 games that he can play to get some experience before we have to redshirt him. We've got a stud wide receiver here, 98 speed, and he's got 80s in catching and route running. I like what we have there. As far as so Bryson Daniel there, tight end. Not the best. Not okay. Well, our offensive line is looking good. Lots of seniors. 4 or 5 seniors. That's going to be our starting line. But hopefully they can send us out on a good note. We've got a kicker who has 87 accuracy. We'll take it. 82 for the backup, who's a freshman. We're going to have to build that kid up. Get him a leg. Defensive line, that's not too bad. Linebackers, again, we'll take that. Cornerbacks, we've got 2 good seniors right here And safeties, we've got one really good senior as well, an A minus redshirt sophomore back here. This is not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. All right, so the game plan, we have a 10 offense. Now, one thing with Legendary, if you don't play on Legendary, you can get this number up to 13 if you have Synergy Seer. So, like, it doesn't matter what we do as far as play call style. Since he's at a level 10, it's going to be a level 10. So we're going to go with run first. That's going to be our play call style, especially with the quarterback we have, with a balanced playbook, which gives us some option as well as shotgun and some other things. I like having a little bit of option if we ever get that dual threat quarterback especially. We're going to play a 3-4, an aggressive zone. But see, if we switch to aggressive man, we lose that bonus, and he drops down. Apparently, 9, he would be... he could go below his base number. I thought that was kind of the base, but I guess we have to have at least one on each to make sure we have that. We are going to do a slow offensive tempo. We are running the ball. We are going to be aggressive on fourth down, though. We're gonna go for it, but I will reserve the right to punt if I feel like that's not a good shape. We are going to go a balanced passing attack. We're going to also, though, do a very conservative QB mentality. Tackling, defense, technique, we're not going to worry about any of these. Punting preference, let's minimize the return. I have a feeling they could run back on us quite a bit. Let's just kick for touchbacks. Keep them off the field, running it back on us. And then we will leave that the same. Tendencies for all of those will stay the same. Onside kick will stay the same. But we've got really good play calling with these coordinators. So we got to jump on this first season before they leave us, because these guys are going to be ones that people are going to want to take with them. So we're going to jump into the preseason and see what the spring recruiting board has for us, and if we can get some recruits. Now, my strategy for recruiting is going to be get potential players, at least a C or better. Now with 1-star prestige, I'd love to get Bs, but a C or better we're okay with. If they're below C, they better be at least in the upper 60s for us to be able to, as an overall player. Okay, so this is another option we have. We can do some trainings. One thing I do want to train is we'll trade the freshman kicker later, but our offensive line, we're going to be running the ball. So we want all of these guys to be able to run block. We got him up to +2. Let's get this one. We need a pass blocker. We have 2 pass blockers already. Let's see if we can get this guy up. +3. We'll take that. Oh, he's so bad. Defensive line needs some help. We got some strength on the line. All right, well, I'm going to jump ahead until I do this training, and then we'll pick back up at the recruiting board. Here's the end results for our training. We've increased our run blocking, as we know. We increased the speed of our running back by 1. Going after pursuit for our defensive line, we want them to. This guy has 49 pursuit. He's got really good block shedding and strength, but he can't get anybody once he gets through. So he's going to be an interior guy. Strength a +3 for our linebacker back here, who's only got 54. Block shedding a +4, which is really good for that lineman. And block shedding a +4 for this linebacker here. Now, let's go see what we have as far as recruiting goes. Now, you can, for those of you not familiar with the game, you can go to view recommended targets. This is something your staff has accumulated. Oh, here, look, we already have a B+. Let's target him. We can have 40 targets. Here's a gem as well. So this guy is underrated by the rest. He's a 1-star. Stars, I find, do not matter. It helps sort the players, but this is what we want. A gem and potential. If we can get that, I don't care what star they are, especially if the overall is like a 67, which is a solid high school recruit at a 2-star. So maybe he'll be overlooked, but he's a D+ potential, so we're going to ignore him for now. And here's another one. We're going to scout. He's a D, so we're going to ignore him. We are also going to take a look at this kicker. He's a 79 overall anyways. He is a sniper, so his kick power would be low. If we look at our details, we would have 1,900 in interest, which would not even catch up to the big schools. He's going to go as the kicker, so I don't know why they're recommending him. The way I like to do my recruiting, so I'm not going to go through and make you watch all of the recruiting necessarily, but I start with looking at leader only with contact points. So when we contact this guy, we're going to be number one on his recruiting list, and nobody else is even considering this one. Then I like to do some scouting. He's an F+. We're not going to go for him. And we see what we can do. If we cannot, we can only scout a few at a time. Again, not very good. We are going to need a quarterback, so let's go ahead and look at quarterbacks. There's nobody out here that's worth anything. I will expand this to like top 3. We'll have to get into a recruiting battle potentially here, but it might be worth it. So we have a balanced QB. We'd get 400. We would be nowhere near him. 100. We'd be nowhere near that. See, so we do not get much, and we don't have the ability to win people over with our coaches. So we're going to go back to this. We'll just, is this guy anything? Nope. Hey, he's a C+. We'll target him. And that's all of our scouting. So then what I do is I just see what I need, which it shows me up here. 2 running backs, a wide receiver, 3 tight ends, offensive linemen. We need everything. So I'm going to go through. I'm going to add these players to the list, and then we'll go on to how we're going to target each of these recruits. Okay, our board is set. You can see we are going after 4 QBs, 4 running backs, 5 wide receivers, 3 tight ends, 8 offensive linemen, 2 defensive linemen, 4 linebackers, 6 cornerbacks, and 4 safeties. Now, we're not going to get all of these. That's not the point. We can only get 25 of them anyways. What we do is we need to start by just inviting to camp. Now, camp will give us scouting points on some of these. They will also give us recruiting on all of these. But we're going to start. Now, it will automatically highlight what's best. And these guys we definitely want. So we're going to send our... Oh, wait, we're not doing the campus visit yet. We already know they're good. Let's send them to head coach and offensive coach. Now, the ones we don't know anything about, we're going to send to camp. That'll increase our scouting on them. We can do 10 each week. And then we can also scout. So all I'm going to do is we're just going to go with sort by potential, the ones that we actually know are pretty decent. And we're going to recruit these guys. Go ahead and start pouring it on, giving them the love, say, hey, come to Akron and you will make great things happen. We are building a foundation. The rest of them we don't know anything about, so I just like to put there what we can. Apparently, I'm not a very good recruiter because the other coaches were better at it than I was. And we'll hope some of these guys turn into some studs. We don't need to have a full 85-man roster. That's okay. Let's go ahead and advance to the second week so we can see if we've found any new star players potentially for us. And so now we can look to see, as far as recruiting goes, we'll come back to do the practice and everything a little bit. The ones that attended camp, we still don't know anything about this guy. He's an F, but he is a 72 out of high school. I don't care if he's an F. Vegas is just 1 or 2 per year. He's going to be good for our program, so we're going to go for him. We're the only ones that want him. This guy, he's a D-, so he's a 65, so we remove him from our list. Charlie Wilkins, he's a B+, he's a keeper. Damon Easley, he's an F, 66, he's gone. Jonathan Cox stays. He's a B-, we know he stays. All right, he also went to camp. Jalen Nobles, he stays as a B. I've had guys be 59 and be a B potential and make it into the NFL draft. They are 90s and above their senior year, so we're going to keep them. A D at 64, we're going to have to cut him loose. A D as a junior college player, which means we're only going to get 2 years with him at most unless we redshirt him. We're going to cut him loose. Offensive lineman Bo Walton, you are cut loose. Oh, man, Bryson, you're gone. And we can go ahead and save a camp visit potentially. Nope. So we're going to invite more to camp. I'm going to go ahead and take care of this week, and then we will move along. Well, we are ready with our preseason expectations. We've got our recruiting board locked down. We'll be able to see that in just a little bit as when we get to week 1, and we'll check out who we have and the results. But let's check out our boosters. We can negotiate with them to get new things, but we cannot negotiate with our diamond donor, beat Ball State, our division rival. If we do so, not only do we get a $7.5 million, this is insane to get a diamond donor for this 1-star prestige school. I don't know, but I'll take it. And a silver one on as well. We can get an extra $5 million that we can put into NIL and invest into our facilities. We've got to beat Ball State. Our other one is to score 27 points against any of those teams. That seems like a little bit much. 20 more points per game seems like a lot. 36 or more 20-plus yard plays seems like a lot. I don't think we're going to get this, guys. So we'll just leave it at that. When we look at our schedule, we have Boise State out of conference. We also have Air Force out of conference and FAU out of conference. We are in the MAC. We are one of the worst teams in the MAC as far as prestige goes. We are 132 out of 138 in offensive talent. We are 120 in defensive talent. It's our quarterback play that's going to be, but we are going to run the ball. So we're going to advance and see what we get as far as our recruiting goes. So let's take a look at our recruiting list and see if there's anybody that we need to remove. I really like, so we still haven't even fully scouted these. These arrows going up are good news, especially no one else is going for these. So we don't even have to spend our recruiting pitches on them, which is awesome. But we will go ahead and give them scholarship offers. Now, no one's really going hard after Isaiah Person up here, but we're going to go with that one as well. We got our Jim here, which Bowling Green is also going for. We're going to offer him a scholarship, give our head coach pitch to him. Our great one, a B- tight end. We will give him a scholarship. Another one, a B, 67 junior college. Well, we need a lineman. We'll give him. Now we can schedule a visit. Now you'll notice there are bonus points for certain ones. This one gives us this because it's against another interested team. Eastern Michigan is interested in him. So we're going to schedule his there. If they schedule their visit beforehand, yes, we could lose him earlier, but we also get bonus points by being his second or third visits. Our cornerback at 71, D-, we're going to wait to offer it. Nobody else is interested in these guys. He's a 67 as a high school. That's the only reason why I'm keeping him. He could be in the low 70s and be of service to us. Same with him. No one else is interested. We don't need to offer. The 71, we're going to go ahead and... he's basically the same as Philip Carroll. But we're going to offer one to him. Josue Belton, C+ quarterback. But we have a C+ quarterback at 57 overall. And do we have any other quarterbacks? We have Alejandro Wiggins, who's already better than the other ones probably. We will offer a second one. We're not going to do it to our last guy there yet because I don't know that we're going to need him as things shape up. We still don't know what these guys are like. We have a C+ here. We'll offer him. We have a C. We're just trying to amass talent right now. We can make some cuts, but we just need to see who's going to break through and show up in the lineup. Now, this one here, we're third behind him. They are just targeting the player. So if they don't make a run at him, if he's good, he's a D-, but he's a 71 high school recruit. So we're going to offer, and we're going to send our defensive coordinator to him. A D running back, we'll get rid of him. D-, no. D-. Now, one thing I've done with some of these guys I recruited based on their 40 time, their bench reps, their cone skills, and we'll just to, oh wait, we don't want to do that yet. We got to see if he's worth it. He is not. Offensive, nope. We'll hold off on that one. So, yeah, we've got some scouting we're going to have to do. We have the scholarships offered that we need to offer. I like to organize it by points ahead estimates to see who we're going against. So we do, and I go back to the back. This will show us how far behind we are on some of these. We haven't offered him anything, but we're going to at least stay interested in the mix in case they don't offer and we decide we want him. Here we're 200, we're 100 behind. I don't know if that's going to be enough to win him over. We are in a race here, potentially, especially with Eastern Michigan. Again, with Eastern Michigan. And with Central, or with Charlotte here in UTEP. We do have then others. Let's make sure we got everybody covered that we're in a potential race with. And then we'll just add these back here, not to the guy who doesn't have a contract, a scholarship offer. We're going to add these to our scholarship ones. And then we're going to get our team ready to go on to our first matchup here. So when we look at the depth chart, let's go to our quarterback. Oh, none of them can throw. He's got decent IQ, though. Running backs, any strong guys. He's our strongest one, Mark Gregory. So he's going to be our short yardage back. And not our fullback, though. We are going to keep an eye on some of the freshmen. We're going to put him at third. Let him get four games in, and then we'll probably redshirt him at wide receiver. Now here it will tell you what you want. Slot receivers should be good route runners, so we can see our route running's 89, 88. This guy is not, so maybe he needs to be, what's his size? Bigger would be nicer. He's 6 feet. Bryson is 5'11", so he is definitely going to be, our preferred is going to be slot. Brendan is 6'1", so we'll just leave him as auto. Jeffrey does not run routes well, so he'll be an outside guy. Or he runs them okay. This guy's an 80, so we're going to put him as a slot. And we'll keep an eye on some of these as we go. As tight end, as far as that goes, we're just going to leave them. They don't stand out either way. There's no specifics we want from them. Offensive line, we want our run blockers in the interior. They're going to be our guards and our centers. This guy's a pass blocker for sure, so he'll be a tackle. And we've got a lot of balance between the others, so we're not going to worry. If this guy gets in, he'll be a tackle as well, and he'll be a guard or center. Now, defense, we want our interior guys to be big and strong with good block shedding, and they need the strength and pursuit and speed to be an end. So we do know our pursuit of 49 guy, he's going to have to be interior because he has the strength. This guy is going to be an interior. Look, he is amazing. Block shedding, it's pretty good. His pursuit is good, so he'll be an end. We only need 3 defensive linemen in at a time. Our linebackers, we want our outside guys to have pass rushing abilities, strength, and speed. Inside guys, IQ, tacklers, runs. So we will have defensive IQ would be nice. So he's our smartest guy. He's going to be an inside guy. Our outside, he's an inside guy. IQ, he's definitely not. He's an outside guy. Oh, man, we'll leave the others as auto. Cornerbacks, we want our outside ones to have more speed. Inside ones to have more coverage skills rather than speed. So he's a fast one. We're going to keep him on the outside. Better coverage, not as much speed, so he'll be a slot guy. Doesn't have the coverage of zone, so he'll be an outside one. Better zone coverage, he'll be inside. Safeties, we want our free safeties to have good zone coverage skills, and our interior strong safety to be tackling strength as well. So when we look at our strength, tackling's 85. Strength isn't that great. Strength is better here and tackling. He's going to be our strong safety. Zone coverage, he's our free safety. Again, free safety and strong safety. As kickers go, we want accuracy more than anything, so he's a good balance. We've got our redshirt freshman who will take over next time as far as punting. He's also our best punter. I think in an effort to get him more experience, we're going to let our freshman be the punter. And Bryson Daniel, our star wide receiver, is also going to be our return specialist. So that's what we've got. Now we got to look at our practice focus. And actually, let's adjust the game plan. Let's take a look at the week's matchup. We know they're better at rushing and passing and everything. They've got 84 offensive talent and 85 defensive to our miserable 76 and 79. So when we go to the practice focus, they run a pro style balanced. So we will try to limit short passing. We're going to be in a conservative. We're going to focus on the running because we know our quarterback can't do anything. I don't do the practice. I know what plays I like. If they don't work, I won't call them. I do want to take a look at the game plan. We are on aggressive zone. We're going to change that to a conservative zone. Oh, no, we aren't. That's going to drop us too much. So we're going to stay aggressive on the zone calls and see how this goes with our first one. So here we go. Going to Boise State against Pac-12. Oh, they are 19.5-point favorites. And they've got a 3-star 70 overall receiver coming to visit. All right, men. Now, Akron, they have not had a 500 season since 2017. They've won the last few years 4 wins, 2, 1 in 2019. They won 0. They were 0-12. They won 4 in 2018. They were 7-7 in 2017. 2015 was their last above 500, and that's it until you go back to 2005, where they were 7-6. So this is a school that does not have any history. We're going to make it, and we're going to make, when we get a chance to schedule them, we're going to schedule Ohio State as well until we beat them. Okay, so here we go. Let's play this game, and we will prefer to defer. We won the toss. Now, I do not really do anything on defense. We're going to allow points right off the bat. Oh, no, we stopped them. Okay, now here's what we're going to do. We're going to go chew the clock. We don't have an offense that can run anything, so I'm going to emphasize running the ball. We know our guards are good. Apparently not that good because we got stopped. So if he wants to call running plays, our offensive coordinator, we're going to let him. But again, here we are going to try and just play the field position game. Oh, hey, look at that 9-yard run. And we are going to run the ball down their throats as best we can. 3rd and 3, we're going to run it again. Run it some more. And chewing the clock the whole way. Our best bet is to keep their offense off of the field. We're going to go with the stretch. Oh, okay. Now, do we stay aggressive? I think we do. They're going to score points. We have to score points. We're going to do an option on this one, though. We're going to do the power option. And we got it. 1st and 10. We're going to keep on running. Keep on running. Inside zone. Nope. Let's try another one of those option plays. That worked really well last time. How about the triple option? Oh, we might have to actually pass it. 3rd and goal. Let's pass. That one we're not going to go for. We'll take it. We ate up almost the whole first quarter, and we stopped them again. Well done, defense. Let's keep on. We might be in for a great start. Fullback, inside. No, we're going to go outside on this one. Halfback stretch. This team can run the ball. This is exciting. I like these little options. Go with the read option. Well done, man. Inside ISO. Oh, no, fumble. We were doing so well, and they returned it 20 yards. And now it begins. Oh, that's the one thing we could not have happen, guys. End around? All right, we got those fast receivers. No receiver's gonna want to come play with us. Okay, we're on our own 41, 3rd and 6. Let's try slants. Oh, didn't work. All right. Hey, they fumbled the return. 1st and goal. No, 2nd and goal. Let's try that option. Power option. It worked for us once before. Not that time. Let's line up and let's see if we can audible. Throw them off. We have such a good line. Let's do an ISO. Stopped again. Okay, we just barely before halftime able to score again. We are way in our own territory. I don't want to turn the ball over. Let's just try an outside run. Field position game. Oh, we lost 3. Not what we wanted. Oh, slow him down. Okay. That's not the worst. Maybe we do start with a play action pass. Deep in. I like that one. Oh, no. Disaster. Sacked. Now we have to pass. All right. We stopped them. The defense is doing really, really well. So we now have the ability to get back to running the ball. Or should I say, attempt to run the ball. Tight end unders. Let's get both tight ends out there. Hey, there we go. And one of the tight ends caught it. We are not going to do the play actions anymore. We're going to run the ball. What do you want us to do? Inside zone, that works. Sir, I want to run. We are going to pound it. We have... Oh, man. Again, our quarterback is surprising. Let's try our wide receiver. Nope. We got to pass it again. I don't like passing with this team. Oh, they got a big one there. Okay. We are not going to be able to chew the clock anymore. Let's try our slants. Nope. And now the onslaught begins. We had a good run. We tried. It almost worked. I think we could do okay against the MAC teams. I'm feeling good about that. So we look at our final one. We had 39 minutes of possession. That's what I like to see. 1 for 1 on 4th down. We ran the ball 53 times and only passed it 10. 33 passing yards. And we only 164 yards, and we held the ball for 39 minutes. I'll take it. All right, so there's week 1 in the books. We lost 27-6. Not all that bad when all things considered and what team is starting from against Boise State. I'm okay with that performance from this team. And now we get to see what we have. A bunch of new records. Of course, this was the first week. Everybody's establishing records, so these don't mean anything at the moment. I did see Ohio State got a record, though, so we are going to there. Full disclaimer, I am neither a Ohio State fan nor hater. I just wanted to take on Akron here. And so who better to target than the team in the state that we need to go make a run for, the defending national champs. All right, so we are going to wrap this episode up here. Eric Taylor's got a lot on his plate to try to do. But we will see. We've got our game 1 in the books, and now we're going to jump through the next few games in the next episode and see how season 1 continues. I want to thank you for joining me again. If you haven't and you're here, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like. Both of them are just minor gestures that mean a lot to me, and they really do help the channel, help the videos grow. And I will see you on the next episode as we try to make Akron the Ohio football power. We'll see you then.